We may have an issue with the anthem. I'm playing it out. I've been playing it off my phone, and my phone keeps shutting off because of the heat. So that the players' music keeps doing it too. The players' music phone keeps doing it too. I don't have the star script. And we're just about set for the first pitch between the Rainier Columbians and the Banks Braves. OSAA 3A District 1 softball on West Side Mobile Media and westside'sgreatesthits.com. Banks defeated Rainier on the road on Tuesday, 19-2. Brooklyn Evans will not be with the team in game number 1. We're not sure about game number 2. We will need to step away from the headset for just a moment. Once we get ready for the national anthem, we'll also have the public address with the starters for both teams. Coaches meeting currently underway at home plate. Banks in their home blue hitting shirts, white block numerals with very faint Vegas gold trim, white pants, and Rainier black hitting shirts with white trim on the sides of the torso, Rainier in white lettering, and forest green pants. May have an issue with our video feed this afternoon. Again, we'll be playing a factor both today and tomorrow for baseball as well. Good afternoon, softball fans, and welcome to today's OSAA 3A District 1 matchup, doubleheader style between the Rainier Columbians and today's home team, your Banks Braves. Let's meet the starters for game number 1. First, for the visiting Rainier Columbians. In center field, number 4, Miranda Guinto. At shortstop, batting second, number 8, Nicole Hudson. Number 22, batting third, playing at first base, Maddie Twitchell. Starting in left field, cleanup hitter, number 24, Kylie Altenheim. Number 10, playing at second base, Jocelyn Thomas. Hitting sixth, number 15 at third base, Aaron Solar. Starting pitcher this afternoon, number 14, Taylor Johns. Designated player, number 3, Nevaeh Owen. Number 2, catching, Kaya Rowe. And the flex player in game number 1, number 9, Remington Nation. Now let's meet the starters for your Banks Braves. Number 1, at shortstop, Addie Kennedy. Number 2, at left field, Brooklyn Robinson. Hitting third, number 77, third baseman, Sydney Phillips. Hitting cleanup behind the plate, catcher, number 9, Chloe Long. At second base, number 12, Adeline Stewart. Playing at first base, batting sixth, number 37, Sawyer Peters. In center field, number 21, Michaela Prevost. Starting pitcher, number 32, Amberly Richardson. And in right field, number 44, Mackenzie Turner. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we ask that you please stand and remove your hats for today's national anthem. The flag is located in straightaway center field. no score. 2 outs, bottom of the first. Runners at second and third for the Braves. You know the count. And a 4-pitch walk for Adeline Stewart. Adeline Stewart on at first base, now batting number 37, first baseman. Pitches over the first baseman's head. That's going to score a run. And second run will come in to make it 2-0 Braves after a 2 RBI single from Sawyer Peters. Now batting number 21, center fielder Michaela Prevost. Still working on trying to get our video back up again. Heat is playing a factor in the broadcast. First pitch from Michaela is bounced inside to the plate, 1-0. And time has been called by Rainier. While we get that taken care of, we'll try to get some of our stuff taken care of as well. Two to nothing Banks, 2 outs in the bottom of the first. And it's a walk. First pitch is low, bounce to the plate, 1-0. It's taken for strike one. The count is even at 1 ball and 1 strike. Bases loaded for Michaela Prevost, or Emberly Richardson, actually, the 8-hitter, starting pitcher. 1-1. Swung on over the second baseman's head. That's going to score another run. And throw will not get in time for the second run at the plate. So 2 RBI singles in the bottom of the second with 2 outs for the Braves. Banks has a 4-0 lead for the bottom of the order, number 44, right fielder Mackenzie Turner. Batting for the Braves, number 44, right fielder Mackenzie Turner. Pitch is chopped off the plate, 0-1. Pitch is high, 1-1 the count. Throw back to third. Now they got the runner caught in a rundown, and Braves lucky to get back to third. Throw was dropped to the plate, allowing the runner at third to get back. Leave the count is 1-1 to Mackenzie Turner. That is correct. 4-0 Braves. Bottom of the first inning is line to first, and that will do it for the first inning. After one full inning, Banks 2 RBI singles, and after one full, it's the Braves 4 and Rainier nothing. We'll be back in second.
Visit Main Street Pizza in Banks, located next to Jim's Market, for the best pizza in Washington County. From loaded hot baked subs to a Main Street special pizza piled high, we will satisfy your pizza cravings. We've been serving and supporting the Banks community since 1986. Open daily at 11 a.m. Call ahead now to place your order at 503-324-5858 or follow us on Facebook to see our daily lunch specials. Mention this radio ad and receive $2 off any Main Street pizza.
And we're back top of the second inning. Braves a 4-0 lead. First pitch he called strike outside edge to Aaron Soler. Leading off the top of the second, third baseman number 15, Aaron Soler. Foul tipped into the glove of Chloe Long, 0-2. Two-strike count. Called strike three for out number one. 3-pitch strikeout for Richardson. One out for Rainier in the top of the second. Number 14 starting pitcher, Taylor Johns. First pitch is low, almost bounced to the plate, 1-0. Upstairs that time, 2 balls and no strikes. Two-0 count, late swing on a pitch off the plate to the left-handed hitter, 2-1. 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 One out, top of the second, 4-0 Braves. Again, fouled off the third base side out of play, 2-2. Taylor John starting pitcher for Rainier at the plate. A 2-2 count, one out in the top of the second, and a 4-0 Braves lead. Pitch, nice. Off-speed pitch that dropped off the plate. Route number 2. Number 3, designated player, Nevaeh Owen. Goes bunt, and it's fouled off the end of the bat, off the plate, 0-1. The 0-1 from Richardson, 2 outs. Up and away, taken for ball 1. 1 ball and 1 strike. The 1-1 swung on and missed. Tried to chase out in front of it, literally, almost running after the ball. 1-2. Richardson with a payoff pitch coming. And gets a call. Third. Oh, I don't know. Said she held off, but she went about 3/4 of the way. 2-2 count on a pitch that was high. Two, and that's in the dirt off the plate. Count is full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Rainier really had a great opportunity to score in the top of the first, but could not get a run to the plate after they got some help from the Braves defense at third. Strike 3 called on a 3-2 pitch over the outer half. After 1.5, it's still the Braves 4, Rainier nothing. No runners left stranded in the top of the second for the Columbians. We go to the bottom of the second, still Braves by 4.
For more than 45 years, Housemaster has been offering residential and commercial inspection services with more than 200 locations across the U.S. and Canada. We've helped more than 3.5 million buyers and sellers make important real estate decisions. Housemaster of Southwest Portland helps local residents make the right choice when purchasing a residential or commercial property. Call Housemaster of Southwest Portland 971-245-2500 or visit their website housemaster.com/southwest-portland.
Bottom of the second inning, Braves a 4-0 lead. Leading off for the Braves, top of the order, shortstop number 1, Addie Kennedy. Leading off for the Braves in the top of the second, top of the order, shortstop number 1, Addie Kennedy. Trying to keep our laptop off the out of the sun as much as possible. The first pitch, bunt shown and taken for strike one. The 0-1 bunted up the first base side. Throw to first. Really surprised that they have not called runner interference, and now a couple of errors on the plate, leading up to an inside the park home run off of a bunt from Addie Kennedy. Addie got to first the same time as the ball and knocked the first baseman's glove off, which there's some chatter coming from the Rainier bench, and that's what they're talking about. But for the time being, it's 5-0 Banks. I don't think she really interfered with the throw. She just happened to get there the same time as the ball, and the tag was applied as she tried to get to first, and kind of a bang-bang play, almost literally, and bang, knocked the glove off the first baseman's hand, allowing her to reach. And a couple of errors allowed her to score on a bunt inside the park home run up the first base line. 2-0 the count to Brooklyn Robinson, the left fielder. Chopped foul in front of the plate, 2-1. Left fielder number 2, second at bat for Brooklyn Robinson. Pitches up out of the strike zone, gets away from the Rainier catcher, Kaya Rowe, 3-1. That's going to roll, bounce, and hit her in the side of the leg. Either way, it's a runner at first, give her a walk or a base on balls. And Banks has another base runner. Third baseman number 77, Sydney Phillips. Up and away, ball one. Number 77, third baseman, Sydney Phillips. Way inside, and it gets away from the catcher Rowe, and Robinson is going to trot down to second. Another runner in scoring position, 2-0 the count. Pitch misses again, 3-0. Five to nothing. Still nobody out in the bottom of the second. Braves leading Rainier, and that's going to roll to the plate, ball four. Throw down to third. Not going to be in time as it gets away from the third baseman, Aaron Soler. And Phillips at first after a 4-pitch walk, and Chloe Long the hitter. Number 9, catcher Chloe Long. Joe's bunt pitches high, and gets away from Soler off the backstop, and that's going to allow Brooklyn Robinson to score, and it's 6-0. Pitch is line to left field. That will get down, throw to the plate. Not in time, close play. Sidney Phillips slid under the tag, and it's 7-0 Banks. Still nobody out, bottom 2. Number 12, second baseman Adeline Stewart. Pitch is bounced away in front of the plate by a good 3 feet or so, ball 1. Bunted up the first base line, and another collision. That's going to land. They're going to say infielder interference. Adeline Stewart is safe at first. Still nobody out. Now Rainier wants to come out and discuss it with the home plate umpire. Adeline could tell that she was going to get there at the same time as the ball was about to drop into the first baseman's glove for Rainier. And now we're going to have an umpire's conference call. And she knew she was going to make the collision. She kind of turned and made sure she hit her with her shoulder, which is kind of a smart move to make sure there's no risk of concussion hitting head to head or head to shoulder. Still bases loaded, 3 runs in the bottom of the second, still nobody out. 7-0 Braves. Stand for now, 37, Sawyer Peters, first baseman. Third base open. Grounded back to the pitcher, throw to first for 1 is the only play. Both runners will advance, so 1 out. Previous hitter, number 37, first baseman Sawyer Peters, now batting. Number 21, center fielder Michaela Prevost. Shows bunt, gets away from the catcher, and not going to send the runner. Ball 1. The 1-0, bunted up the first base side, toss to the plate. Tag at the plate is in time to get the lead runner and throw to second. Actually, will not make the throw to second. Pitcher was looking at third base. Now 2 outs for Banks and Emberly Richardson, starting pitcher. Pitch low in the dirt, trapped, ball one. Pitch is inside, 2-0. Thanks in that 1-0 loss to Scappoose was their second attempt at knocking off the 4A number one team. They were able to do it to Astoria here at home a couple of weeks ago. That gets past the second baseman into right field. And 2 more runs will score. It's 9-0. 3. 2 RBI singles for the Braves. And number 44, bottom of the order, right fielder Mackenzie Turner. Pitch is low and inside, throw back to first, not in time. The 1-0 from Johns is strike one, and the tag to second. Runner slid into the first base side of the bag, and the throw was to the third base side. I believe the count is 1-1. Yep. Up and away, 2 balls and 1 strike. Again, up and away, ball 3. Throw back to the pitcher. They fake the throw back to second. And chopped foul, right of first. And is full, 3 balls and 2 strikes, 2 outs. And runner at second. Four in the first, 5 in the second. Chopped over the, or I was going to say over the pitcher's head, but she able to leap and make the catch on a hop. The throw to first is the 1-3 to end the second inning. But the Braves get 5 more runs and yet another 2 RBI single, their third of the game. We go to the top of the third. Banks 9, Rainier nothing. Transaction Transmission in the heart of Banks specializes in transmission repair, but they service all types of vehicle repairs and makes and models. 5-star reviews and quality workmanship you can trust. Owner Joey Tardio doesn't just repair vehicles, he eats, sleeps, and breathes all things auto-related as an auto racer March through October. Trust your vehicle to Transaction Transmission at the end of Sunset Avenue in the heart of Banks. Call 503-359-9141.
Proudly serving our neighbors in Washington County since 1946, LaHaye's is your destination for locally made Letterman's jackets, custom embroidery for business apparel or a unique gift, and scouting uniforms and supplies. LaHaye's is on the corner of 3rd and Main in historic downtown Hillsborough. Open Wednesday through Friday, 10 to 6, Saturday, 10 to 4, and anytime online at lahayes.com or call us at 503-648-2341.
Top of the third, 9-0 Banks. First pitch. 2, Kylie Rowe. Catcher is a strike on the outside edge. Batting number 2, catcher Kaya Rowe. The 1-1 bunted foul. Phillips came racing in, clearing Chloe Long. Closer to Chloe Long, but Chloe looking straight up at the sun. Couldn't find it. 1-2. One-two pitch up high, dropped late, but not enough. 2-2. Fouled off the first base side. Out of play over the top of the short section of back screen. Still count as even at 2-2. 2-2 from Richardson. Nice pitch, maybe a touch inside. Hitter tried to sell it by spinning out of the way. Count as full 3-2. And line back up the middle for a leadoff single for Rainier and catcher Kaya Rowe. Back to the top of the order, center fielder Miranda Guento, number 4. Bunt shown, quickly brings it back, pitches inside, ball 1. Grounder to first. Play at the bag is the only one. There will be no throw to second, 1 out, and a runner in scoring position for Rainier. Number 8, shortstop Nicole Hudson. Pitch is lobbed to the plate high, ball 1. Started up around her face and dropped down around her shoulders as it came to the plate. The 1-0 from Richardson, late swing on a pitch over the outer half, 1-1. Fouled straight back into the bottom of the screen. Waves at a pitch low and away. Might have been close, but swinging miss for strike 2. Temperatures up here for softball in the press box a good 20 degrees warmer than ground temperature, and sweltering up here right now. Probably highs in the low to mid 80s this afternoon. At least that's what it feels like, and that's going to be cut by the second baseman. Nice play by Adeline Stewart for out number 2. A little bit more reasonable for baseball tomorrow. Number 22, first baseman Maddie Twitchell. Two outs, runner at second for the Columbians. Well outside as Richardson loses the handle, 1-0. Throw back to second. Oh, and it got away from pitcher and play at the plate. Runner's going to slide in underneath the tag, and Rainier with their first run of the game to make it 9-1. 2 outs in the top of the third. Two and 0 the count. Low for ball 3. 9-1 Banks, 4 in the first, 5 in the second. Rainier's only run came just a moment ago on a pickoff at second that reached into center field. Grounded to short. Pops up, throw to first, not in time. And Rainier with another runner aboard. And time has been called as Chloe Long will try to go out and settle Emberly Richardson down. Kylie Altenheim, number 24, left fielder. Swung on and missed 0-1. Number 24, left fielder Kylie Altenheim. Runner at first, 2 outs. 0-1 the count to left fielder Kylie Altenheim for Rainier. Pitch is up and away, ball 1. Braves trying to limit the damage in the top of the third to just the 1 run. One pitch taken high, 2-1. Go down to first, not in time. 3-1 the count, pitch low and inside. Up and away for ball 4, and another runner aboard for Rainier. Number 10, second baseman Jocelyn Thomas. Pitch from Richardson, late called strike. Go back to second, not in time. I believe the count is 1-1. Swung on and missed, strike 2. Again, payoff pitch for Richardson with a runner in scoring position and a run in. And strike 3 for out number 3. The Rainier gets their first run of the game on a Wild pickoff at second on a throw from the plate. And after 2.5, Banks 9, Rainier 1. Whether it's a steaming hot old-fashioned cup of joe or hot chocolate on a cold winter day, or an ice-cold Italian soda or iced coffee on a hot summer day, any time is a great time to stop by Scoggins Creek Coffee. With 2 locations in Gaston and Yamhill Carlton, their warm and friendly baristas will get you the delicious drink of your choice. Scoggins Creek Coffee, call 503-985-3483, 503-985-3483. Bottom of the third inning, Banks 9, Rainier 1. Again, for the third straight inning, actually, it's the top of the order, Addie Kennedy. May have a change, though, at some point offensively for the Braves, as Braves head coach Pete Rodriguez comes out with the lineup card. Sitting out for the third straight inning, number 1, shortstop Addie Kennedy. First pitch swung on, line back to the pitcher. 1 pitch, 1 out in the bottom of the third. Number 2, left fielder Brooklyn Robinson. Pitch again, chopped right back to the pitcher. Hard grounder, a little bit of an issue with the corralling the ball. The throw to first in time, though. 2 pitches, 2 outs. Number 77, third baseman Sidney Phillips. Taylor Johns trying to make it 3 for 3, 3 pitches, 3 outs. For Rainier, first pitch taken high, ball 1. Can't get any more efficient than that. That one will roll to the plate 2-0, and after back-to-back ground balls back to the center circle on first pitches swinging. Lifted foul out of play. 1. Now a little bit of a battle with Sidney Phillips. One pitch will bounce and roll to the plate. 3-1. And that's going to land low in the dirt, ball 4. So 2 out, the first 2 outs in the first 2 pitches, and then a 5-pitch walk to Sidney Phillips. Catcher number 2, Chloe Long. Up and away, throw back to first, not in time. Taken for a strike up around the letters. And the throw back to first is going to get Sidney Phillips kind of between her legs behind the back. In time for out number 3. And Banks, their first scoreless inning offensively. After 3, it's still the Braves 9 and Rainier 1.
O'Leary Air is proudly offering Dakin Comfort Pro HVAC products. They've been serving the West Side and Greater Portland Metro since 2015. They pride themselves in getting the job done right, backed by a legacy of integrity, respect, and honesty. O'Leary Air offers competitive pricing on all their work. Give them a call today at 503-989-5251. That's 503-989-5251. Online at o'learyair.com. CCV number 239855.
Top 4, Banks 9, Rainier 1. Banks 4 in the first, 5 in the second. Rainier's only run came in the top of the third on a wild pickoff throw to second that got into center field. Heading off number 15, third baseman Aaron Solar. First pitch from Richardson, up and away, ball 1. The 1-0 swung on and missed on a pitch that dropped off the table, 1-1. Richardson 1-1 is outside. 2 balls and 1 strike. Swung on and lined to second base. And dropping back to make the catch is Adeline Stewart for out number 1. Number 14, starting pitcher Taylor Johns. Well inside, ball 1. One 0 swung on a little bit late, high into the back screen, foul, 1-1. 9-1 Banks, 1 out in the top of the 4th. 1-1 count to Rainier starter Taylor Johns. Not shown, foul off the first base side. 1 ball and 2 strikes. One, two, swung on, lined past the third baseman into the left field corner. And that's going to be a 1-out single for Rainier. Number 3, designated player Nevaeh Owen. One out single to left for Rainier, 9-1 Banks. Top of the 4th. And first pitch, Owen shows bunt. Low and away, ball 1. Nevaeh Owen is heaven spelled backwards. Nevaeh. 1-0 again, bunted. Will bounce. Foul as it kicks to the left side. About a third of the way up the third side. 1-1. One from Richardson. Strike 2. Strike. Apparently strike 3. Two outs in the top of the first, 9-1 Banks. Breaking ball cutter up the strike zone, gets a swinging miss, 0-1. Remington or Kaya Rowe, the catcher. Outside, 1-1. Throw down to first, not in time. The 1-1 swung on, fouled straight back. 1 and 2. Richardson trying to get out of the second inning, not allowing a runner, not allowing a run to score. Runner is at first. One-two to catcher Kaya Rowe, and it's popped up. Shallow right center, and making the catch is the right fielder for the Braves. That is Mackenzie Turner. We're out number 3. We go to the bottom of the 4th. Banks 9, Rainier 1.
I'm Carrie the Termite. My bug friends and I are scared for our lives because bugging out pest solutions can kill us in our tracks. Locally owned and operated with more than a decade of experience, they also offer wildlife and rodent control as well. If you want to help to send me to that great big delicious 2x4 in the sky, contact Bugging Out Pest Solutions 971-500-4111, email services at buggingoutpest.com or visit buggingoutpest.com.
Taylor Johns will stay in the circle for Rainier as Banks opens the 4th offensively for the first time with someone besides Addie Kennedy leading off. It will be Chloe Long. Leading off the bottom of the 4th, catcher number 9, Chloe Long. First pitch, down and in for ball 1. 1-0 pitch well outside. Nobody aboard. It's going to bounce off the back. Bottom of the back screen, 2-0. If there had been a runner aboard, it would have advanced easily, and that one gets through the legs of Kaya Rowe, Rainier catcher, 3-0. None of the pitches have even been close. And ball 4, Chloe Long will reach on a 4-pitch walk. Number 12, second baseman Adeline Stewart. Bunted foul into the home plate umpire's catcher's mask off the plate. 0-1. Runner at first after the leadoff walk to Chloe Long to open the fourth for the Braves. Adeline Stewart, the player at the plate. Strike 2 called. Throw to second is going to the opposite side of the bag and bounce in front of the shortstop covering on the play or on the throw. 0-2 the count. Nine to 1 Braves, runner in scoring position at second, but 2 strikes, nobody out. Grounded to second, throw to first, that will move the runner over. 1 out. Sacrifice 4-3 for the Braves. First baseman number 37, Sawyer Peters. First pitch, high, ball 1. Handling a little bit of everything for baseball and softball. Scoreboard, video, public address, play-by-play. 1-0 to Sawyer Peters, shows bunt. Misses, throw down to third, gets away. Not going to send the runner, though. The bunt attempt did count as a strike, 1-1. Peters steps in. Johns. Again, bunt shown. 2-1 the count. I'm going to rule that last bunt attempt as a swing. Instead of 2-1, it's 1-2. Up and inside. Right in front of the face of Sawyer Peters, 2-2. Swung on late, that's going to drop into shallow right field. Another run will score as in for the Braves. Scoring Natalie Potter. Natalie Potter now in for the Braves, scoring that last run. Ten to 1 Braves, 1 out bottom of the fourth, runner at first. Again, bunt shown. Strike 1. Bunt shown, pitch is high, gets away from Catcher Kaya Rowe. 1-1 the count. Ten to 1 Braves. Foul just over the top of the back screen right side. 1-2. One-two pitch, swung on, fouled straight back. First at bat for number 4, Eiley Lucia. Low gets away from the catcher, and the runner will advance again to third. 2-2. Foul over the top. Off the first base side, out of play. Still 2-2. One out, runner at third, and a run in. In the bottom of the fourth. Pitch. Just off the plate. Good eye. Ball 3. Count is full. 3-2, one out, runner at third base. 10-1 Banks. Bottom of the fourth. Beating the Rainier Columbians, who they beat 19-2. Their place on Tuesday. Pitch. Late. Called strike 3 as she started to head to first base. Out number 2. Number 32, pitcher Emberly Richardson. Pitch on the inner half, 0-1. Outside, 1-1. Runner at third scores here in the bottom of the fourth. Banks would need 3 outs to get the 5-inning victory. Pitch swung on and missed. Pitch in the dirt, 1-2. Low and inside, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Pitch well inside, and that's going to get past the catcher. Throw to the plate is not going to get there in time and a little bit offline. And Banks does now have an 11-1 lead. 3-2 the count. 11-1 Banks. Up and away for ball 4. First at bat for number 16, Lillian Potter. Pitch taken first to the at bat for strike 1. The 0-1 is bounced in front of the plate and throw to first is not in time. One and one to Lillian Potter, 2 outs, 11-1 Banks in the bottom of the fourth. And outside, again, the throw to first. 2-1 to Lillian Potter. Runner at first is the starting pitcher, Emberly Richardson. One bunted out in front, comes up empty. 2-2. Over the head, and that's going to allow the runner. Richardson will move into scoring position at second. Full count to Lillian Potter in her first at bat. And that will do it for Rainier, or for Banks, in the bottom of the fourth. Braves needing just 3 outs for the 5-inning victory. After 4, Banks gets 2 more runs in the inning. Now the Braves 11 and the Columbians 1.
I'm Terry the Termite. My bug friends and I are scared for our lives because bugging out pest solutions can kill us in our tracks. Locally owned and operated with more than a decade of experience, they also offer wildlife and rodent control as well. If you want to help to send me to that great big delicious 2x4 in the sky, contact Bugging Out Pest Solutions 971-500-4111, email services at buggingoutpest.com, or visit buggingoutpest.com.
Top of the 5th inning, game number 1. Banks with an 11-1 lead over Rainier, hoping for the 5-inning victory if they shut down Rainier here in the top of the 5th. Columbians, though, hoping to send it at least to the 6th inning. Bounced plate, ball 1. Hitting off second baseman number 10, Jocelyn Thomas. The 1-0 shows bunt, pitches high, 2-0. Leading off the top of the 5th for Rainier, second baseman number 10, Jocelyn Thomas. Correction, top of the order, number 4, Miranda Guinto. Bunt shown, brings it back. Apparently inside, Richardson slipped and fell and landed on her butt, and she's not getting up. And now maybe tired, heat getting to her, and slipped on a slippery spot at the front of the circle. Gives up a 4-pitch walk to the 5th inning. Now batting shortstop number 8, Nicole Hudson. just got enough of the right front corner of the plate, 0-1. Wave to the pitch in the dirt. Now they got the runner caught between first and second. Throw to first. Not in time. Baseman had her foot on the bag, but tag was not applied in time. I believe the count is 1-1. Swung on and missed, or apparently strike three out. Number 2. First out of the inning. Number 22, Matty Twitchell, first baseman. Pitch low, ball one. If that pitch was up, it would have been a strike to the outside. Again, they got the runner caught. The throw to first, and the runner at first is now going to be safe at second. 1-1 the count. Rainier now with some hope to try to send it to the 6th inning with a runner in scoring position at second base. Pitches outside. 2-1. Again, way outside, 3 balls and 1 strike. Fouled off the end of the bat into the right side of the screen. Count is full, 3-2. Pitch, swung on, grounded to short. Throw to first in time. Runner will advance to third. 2 outs for Rainier, but chance to extend the contest to the 6th inning. The runner at third. 24, Kylie Altenheim, left fielder. First pitch across the right side of the plate, 0-1. Just missed, I think. 1-1. A little bit outside. A 1-1. Swung on, fouled late off the plate, 1-2. Now payoff pitch for Richardson to end the game. 5 innings with 1 more strike, but there is a runner at third for Rainier with a chance to send it to the bottom of the 5th. The 1-2. Again, swung on, fouled off the plate. 1-2 from Richardson. Right foot in front of the rubber, and again off the end of the bat, almost combined bat and plate. Off the end of the plate. 1-2 the count. 2 outs. 11-1 Banks, top of the fifth, leading Rainier. Runner at third, though, trying to extend it to the bottom of the fifth. Again, the payoff pitch from Richardson. Lob to the plate, throw to third. Not in time, 2-2. Again, the payoff from Richardson, and way out in front of it, swung on and missed. Throw to first is in time, and that will end game number 1 in 5 innings. Banks 11, Rainier 1. The Braves 4 in the first, 5 in the second, and 2 in the fourth. Rainier's only run came in the top of the third. And after game number 1, it is Banks 11, Rainier 1. We'll take a short intermission, try to see if we can cool off and get ready for game number 2. We'll be back in just a little while. Well, we're just about set for game number 2. We've got our lineups ready and readable, ready for pretty much the same players, but different positions and different lineups for both teams. Banks with an 11-1 victory in game number 1 over Rainier. 4 in the first, 5 in the second, and 2 in the fourth. Rainier's only run came in the top of the third. Welcome back to Banks High School for game number 2, 3A District 1 softball between the Rainier Columbians. Starters for Rainier, leading off, number 4 playing catcher in game number 2, Miranda Guinto. Starting pitcher will be number 8, Nicole Hudson. Hitting third, number 22, first baseman Maddie Twitchell. Cleanup hitter number 24, shortstop Kylie Altenheim. At second base, number 10, Jocelyn Thomas. At third, number 15, Aaron Solar. Playing in center field was game 1 starter Taylor Johns. In left field, number 2, Kaya Rowe. Designated player number 11, Maddie Sturm, who did not play in game number 1. And the flex player will be number 9, Remington Nation. For the Braves in game number 2, again, Addie Kennedy playing at shortstop, leading it off. Number 12, Adeline Stewart will be the starter for game number 1. Game number 2, she will hit second. Number 77, Sydney Phillips, third baseman. Cleanup hitter still number 9, Chloe Long, but she will get the start at first base. Number 5, catching will be Maddie Turner. Batting 6th, center fielder Eiley Alusha. Batting 7th, left fielder Natalie Potter. Number 16, Lillian Potter in right field. And number 21, Michaela Prevost at second base. Leading off for the Columbians, number 4, catcher Miranda Guinto. First pitch is in there for a called strike, 0-1. As the umpires will swap places for game number 2. Chopped foul, the third. It's going to kick away from Sydney Peters. I believe I said chopped foul. That was a fair ball. It's been a long afternoon. Temperatures close to at least 80 degrees down at the ground level. A good 20 to 30 degrees warmer up here in what feels like a hot box. Starting pitcher number 8, Nicole Hudson. Bunted back, pitcher side, throw to first is in time, throw back to second. Would have been out number 2, but got away from Kennedy covering on the possible double play. 1 out, runner at second. Starting pitcher Nicole Hudson, the previous hitter for Rainier, now batting number 22, first baseman Maddie Twitchell. Inside for ball 1. Thanks with another great opportunity to score with 1 out and a runner in scoring position at second. Pitch lifted foul. That's going to bounce off a helmet in amongst a crowd right next to softball head coach Pete Rodriguez. 1-1. 1-1 pitch from Adeline Stewart, lifted to right. A nice job to track it in the sun. Throw to third will not be in time, but there are 2 outs. Number 24, shortstop Kylie Altenheim. Pitch trying to catch the right front edge of the plate. Outside, ball 1. One 0. Turns out of the way again inside 2-0. Gets her to chase on a cutter off the plate away. 2-1. Again, misses outside. 3 balls and 1 strike with a runner at third. Rain won the count. Out straight back. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Three, 2. Strike 3 called. Ring up Kylie Altenheim for out number 3. Rainier leaves a runner stranded at third, and after half an inning, Columbians nothing, and the Braves coming to the plate for the first time in game number 2.
If you're on supplemental oxygen, heavy and awkward tanks can be a burden. Now you can leave home and leave the tanks behind with Inogen portable oxygen therapy that moves with you.
With my Inogen, now I'm able to lose the things that I've always loved. I just press the button here, and there's my oxygen.
American designed and assembled Inogen systems are small and light. Our smallest model is less than 8 inches tall. That's about the height of a paperback book and weighs less than 3 pounds. It's tiny. Inogen systems deliver up to 12 hours of medical-grade oxygen on a single charge. With Inogen, you are free to leave the house without the hassle of an oxygen tank.
I could play golf again. I'm free again.
I go anywhere with this. Look how small it is.
Give us a call right now and talk to one of our highly trained oxygen specialists. We'll answer all your questions, and we'll send your free comprehensive guide to portable oxygen.
If you're on oxygen, you need to be using an Inogen.
Call 800-893-2067. That's 800-893-2067.
Bottom of the first inning, Rainier did get a runner to third in the top half, but were unable to score. Or was unable to score. Is low in the dirt, ball 1. The 1-0. Taken high, 2-0 the count. Run it off the third base side. Throw to first will be well late, and the Braves have a leadoff base runner in the bottom of the first to open the game. Number 12 starting pitcher, Adeline Stewart. He shows bunt as well, pitches inside, throw to second is going to skip away. And throw to third, there will be no throw. Maddie Kennedy safe at third after a steal of second and a fastball on the pickoff. The 1-0 to Adeline Stewart. Pitch is going to be over the shortstop's head. That will score the first run of the game after the second hit of the game. The first a bunt from Maddie Kennedy, 1-0 Banks. Number 77, third baseman, Sydney Phillips. Runner at first to run in. Still nobody out. Pitches outside. Throw back to first. One 0 swung on, jammed her. Shallow center. It's going to bounce off of her glove and land. Throw to second. Will be in time. So 1 out, still a runner at first after the fly ball to shallow center. Cleanup hitter, first baseman number 9, Chloe Long. Well inside, skips past the catcher Guento, and Sid will easily reach second. 1-0 to Chloe Long. Low. 2-0. Cut across the plate late after starting up high. 2-1. While outside, nearly got away from the catcher Guento. 3-1. Flips at second in scoring position with 1 out and a run in. Bottom of the first, 1-0 Banks. The pitch from Guento. Actually, Guento is the catcher. Cole Hudson, the starting pitcher in game number 2. That pitch was fouled off of third base. Count is full 3-2. Sydney Phillips at second. Inside, it's going to bounce in front of the hitter's box. Banks with runners at first and second, 1 out. Now number 5, catcher Maddie Turner. Catcher number 5, Maddie Turner. 1-0 is upstairs for ball 2. Up foul off the plate. 2-1 the count. Francis Catholic Church in Roy having their annual steak feed and tractor show coming up on Saturday. That's going to land in the center fielder's glove for out number 2, but both runners will advance. The throw to the plate is not going to get there in time. And now a run will score on a sacrifice to center field. And now the throw back to the circle. Tag to third is in time, but the run at the plate will score. So that should do it for the bottom of the first inning. It will, but Banks will add another run after the sacrifice to center field. And after one full inning, it's Banks 2, Rainier nothing.
This happened to you when you're alone? Or what if it happened here? With MedGuard Alert, you're never alone. You can connect with medical professionals anywhere, anytime. And now MedGuard is introducing our exclusive new Care Watch. If you need help quickly, use it from anywhere to contact medical professionals. No cell phone required. The Care Watch is not only a life-saving medical alert device, it's a revolutionary health monitoring system that checks your blood pressure, heart rate, oxygen saturation, and much more. And here's the best part. If you have Medicaid, you may qualify to get your Care Watch for free. The Care Watch is only available through MedGuard Alert. Call us right now. We have monitoring programs starting as low as $1 a day. The call is free, activation is free, shipping is free, and no contract is required. Remember, with Medicaid, you may qualify to get your Care Watch for free. Don't wait. Call us to get your Care Watch right now. Operators are standing by.
And we're back top of the second inning. First pitch to Jocelyn Thomas, second baseman for Rainier, is way inside, ball 1. In there for the first strike of the at-bat, 1 ball and 1 strike. Top of the second, Banks leading Rainier 2-0. One pitch lifted behind first, and it's going to land fair for a leadoff base runner in the top of the second, as Chloe Long and Michaela Prevost coming over from second got tied up. Aaron Solar, number 15, third baseman. Taken up and in ball 1. Batting number 15, third baseman, Aaron Solar. Bounced in front of the plate, kicks away from Turner, throw to second. Front of the bag, and Rainier again a runner in scoring position. Nobody out. 2-0 Banks. Aaron Solar a 2-0 count. Stewart. 2-0 delivery, swung on, grounded to second. Land under. Diving effort from Prevost. And runners at the corners. Still nobody out for Rainier. Number 14 center fielder Taylor Johns. Johns, the game 1 starting pitcher, playing in center field now in game 2. Now batting with nobody out. First pitch swung on and missed. Took a little off it as it dropped below the knees at the plate. 0-1. Not shown, and push out in front of it and comes up empty. 0-2. Is a little bit up. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Throw to first. Not in time. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Still nobody out. Runners at first and third. Strike 3 called for out number 1. Taylor Johns, big strikeout for Adeline Stewart. Runners at the corners, 1 out. Kaya Rowe, left fielder, number 2. Pitch fouled into the screen, 0-1. Fouled over the top of the short section screen off the first base side, 0-2. Got a couple of runners caught in rundowns at first and third, and they decide to just eat it and not try to risk the runner at third scoring. 1-2 the count. 1 out, a big pitch for Stewart, looking for out number 2 with 2 runners in scoring position. Now that one misses way outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two to nothing Banks, top 2. Runners at second and third for Rainier. 1 out after the strikeout a moment ago, and gets another that time. Big out number 2 for Adeline Stewart with runners at second and third and 2 outs. Pitches a strike at the knees, 0-1 to Maddie Sturm. Designated player number 11, Maddie Sturm. Outside, ball 1, 1 ball and 1 strike. Count is even, 2 outs, top of the second, 2-0 Banks. Strike 2 taken across the right side of the plate. 1-2. A big pitch for Adeline Stewart. Trying to keep Rainier off the board in top of the second pitch. Strike 3 called, and Adeline Stewart, after allowing a couple of base runners, able to set down the side via the strikeout. 3 Ks in the inning for Adeline Stewart. We go to the bottom of the second, still 2-0 Banks.
If you turned 65 recently like me, it's important you find a Medicare Advantage plan that gives you the coverage you're looking for. But finding one can be difficult. The best thing I did, and I suggest you do the same, is call a licensed insurance agent and let them walk you through your Medicare Advantage plan options. There are so many benefits you have access to, so make the call now and let the representatives explain everything to you. Our licensed insurance agents can offer you a variety of Medicare Advantage plans. Plus, the call is free, the information is free, and there's no obligation to enroll. We're here to make it easy for you to select a Medicare Advantage plan that may work for your needs. Finding a Medicare Advantage plan can be easy if you do what I did. Make a quick call right now to learn more. Thank you. Call 859-05-58975.
Pitches swung on and fouled 0-1. Bounced in front of the plate, 1-1 as it rolls all the way to the bottom of the back screen. One pitch, well outside, 2-1. Balls, 1 strike, 2 out, or bottom of the second. Catches the outer part of the plate, 2-2. Got to protect with a 2-strike count. And swung on, and that's going to be snow coned and shallow left for out number 1. Number 6, left fielder Natalie Potter. Thanks without a couple of their best offensive players, Naomi Brown and Brooklyn Evans. Bunted foul in front of the plate, 0-1. And swung on this time, but chopped off the plate that time, 0-2. Well outside, 1 ball and 2 strikes. One, two, a little bit high, 2 balls and 2 strikes. To Natalie Potter, the left fielder. 2-2. Swung on, and that's trying to awkward backhand stab at it. Coming up short. Jocelyn Thomas and the Braves with a one-out base runner. Natalie Potter. Right fielder Lillian Potter with one out and a runner at first. Bunt shown, pitches outside, throw to second. Close play. I think the only thing that saved her was the tag. With the throw was to the opposite side of the bag. Number 16, right fielder Lillian Potter. Hunted foul, 1-1. One ball, one strike, runner at second. Pitch is low in the dirt ball, two balls and one strike. Natalie Potter at second base. Braves trying to add to their 2-0 lead in the bottom of the second. Pitch from Hudson. Bunted foul will bounce off the plate and then off the catcher's mask, 2-2. Two balls, two strikes. Lillian Potter, the hitter, one out, runner at second. Swung on and just gets a piece of it. Straight back count remains even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two, swung on, driven to second, backhanded. The throw to first is high, and it pulls her off the bag. Number 21, second baseman Michaela Prevost. Bunt shown, pitch taken for strike one. Runners at second and third, one out, 2-0 Banks in the bottom of the second. Run it off the third base side, throw to the plate, threw it away, and Natalie Potter will score, and it's 3-0 Banks. Top of the order, Addie Kennedy. Pitch misses, not sure where, but want to know the count. To Maddie Turner. 3-0 Banks, bottom of the second, 2 in the first, 1 here with a 1 out in the bottom of the second inning. The pitch well in front of the plate, 2-0, throw back to third, not in time. Swung on a chopper to short. The throw to first is in time. Throw back to third, close, not in time, but another run will score on the sacrifice. 2 outs, and it's 4-0 Banks. Bottom of the second, pitch is inside to Adeline Stewart, 1-0. Grounded back up the middle underneath the shortstop's glove. Run number 3 in the second inning. It's 5-0. We're going to get a courtesy runner at first base. Courtesy runner at first base, number 44, Mackenzie Turner. Batting for the Braves, number 77, third baseman, Sidney Phillips. 1 out and a runner at first. Taken on the outside part of the plate, 0-1. And it's going to be knuckled into shallow left for a base hit for Sidney Phillips. Runners at first and second, 1 out for Chloe Long. First baseman, number 9, Chloe Long. One out, bottom of the second, 3 runs in for the Braves. Pitches up for ball 1. Well outside, both runners will advance. 2-0 the count to Chloe. Just swung on and will be caught by the left fielder for out number 2. Or correct, apparently that's out number 3. Go to the top of the third inning, Banks 5 and Rainier nothing. We'll be back in a moment.
Banks Post newspaper is the official news provider of West Side's greatest hits. Listen hourly for West Side news from the Banks Post newsroom. Banks Post newspaper covers Banks, Manning, Buxton, Roy, and surrounding western Washington County communities. If you'd like more information on the Banks Post or want to pick up a copy, visit a local business today. You can also visit their website at bankspost.com or their Facebook page, Banks Post.
The Army National Guard plays a vital role in your community. We're on the front lines supporting essential personnel, first responders, law enforcement, and medical professionals, delivering food, supplies, and medicine, keeping communities safe, making a difference. During emergencies, we're always ready, always there. Learn more about part-time service in the Army National Guard at nationalguard.com.
Sponsored by the Oregon Army National Guard, aired by the Oregon Association of Broadcasters and this station.
First pitch swinging, empty, 0-1. And gets a piece of it off the end of the bat, 0-2. Chopped in the hole between first and second for a leadoff single on a 2-strike count for Miranda Guento. Number 8 pitcher Nicole Hudson. Well outside for ball 1. Out straight back, 1-1. One pitch again, well outside and in the dirt. Throw to second is high. Won the count, top of the third, 5-0 Banks. Rainier a runner at second. Bunt shown. Going to give the runner third base. Strike called on the bunt attempt, 2-1. Correction, 2. Two to Hudson is outside, ball 3. Full count, nobody out, runner at third for Rainier. 5-0 Banks in the top of the third. First, 3 in the second. Knuckled foul, or it's going to stay fair. Taking the catch just inside the bag at third is Sydney Phillips. We're out number 1. Time has been called to go out and meet with Adeline Stewart. And the short visit to the mound is over. 0-1 the count. Pitcher versus pitcher. Actually, that's Maddie Twitchell. Previous hitter was the pitcher for Rainier. Want to know the count? Well inside near the hitter as she slides away from the plate, 2-0. Is lifted to first. Chloe Long makes the catch. That will keep the runner at third with 2 outs. Kylie Aldenhine, shortstop with 2 outs and a runner at third, 5-0 Banks. First pitch taken for strike 1. Going 1 the count. Taken high, 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Top of the third, 5-0 Banks. Runner at third for Rainier. Lifted over the top, out of play foul, 1-2. Rainier had a great opportunity to score last inning, but Stewart able to set down the order after that with 3 strikeouts, and after 2.5 Banks 5, Rainier nothing. Braves coming to the plate in the bottom half.
Jim's Market in Banks is an institution serving the community for generations. They're actively involved in events and athletics from the youth league to high school level. Let them serve you with their locally grown fresh produce, fresh bakery items, including custom cakes, and quick hot food from their in-store deli. Jim's Market, conveniently located at the south entrance to Banks.
And we're back bottom of the third inning, 5-0 Banks on a sweltering late April day that feels more like early June. Leading off for the Braves, first pitch swinging, number 5. Wow. That throw looked high, but it will get there in time to get Matty Turner. Matty Turner, Braves catcher, the previous hitter, now batting center fielder, number 4, Eiley Lucia. First pitch swinging, skied to the right side and caught by the pitcher towards the line at first, route number 2. Number 6, left fielder Natalie Potter. First pitch just outside, ball 1. The 1-0 swung on and lifted to second. Shortstop comes in to make the catch in a very quick inning. Nice job defensively by Rainier and starter Nicole Hudson to set the Braves down quickly in the bottom of the third. Top of the fourth inning, still Banks 5, Rainier nothing.
Same great smile, same great service, but a brand new location and a great new team. Sarah Hesselman Group is still proud to support Banks High School athletics, but has now joined the Premier Property Group real estate team with new offices located in Bethany. If you're thinking about buying or selling a home, contact the Sarah Hesselman Group, Sarah at sarahhesselman.com, or call 503-313-0748.
Top of the fourth inning, Banks with their first empty frame of the contest, still leading 5-0 after 3 quick outs from Rainier and starter Nicole Hudson. Leading off number 10, second baseman Jocelyn Thomas. First pitch just up and away, ball one. The 1-0 from Adeline. Swung on and missed. Pitch gets away from Maddie Turner through her wickets and through to the back screen, but leadoff hitter, no harm, no foul. Strike two taken to Jocelyn Thomas, or by Jocelyn Thomas. One, two, swung on, lifted out of play, foul off the first base side. Still 1-2. 5-0 Banks in the bottom of the fourth. 1 ball and 2 strikes to second baseman for Rainier, Jocelyn Thomas. Banks with an 11-1 5-inning victory in game one. Pitch is out in front of it, chopped. To the ground in front of the plate. The 1-2. Nasty pitch, fooled her on an inside cutter that broke late for out number one. Number 15, third baseman Aaron Solar. Pitch line to right to Chloe Long for out number 2 at first base. And number 14, center fielder Taylor Johns. First pitch taken high, ball one. Well, unless Banks ratchets up the offense in the bottom half, I don't think we'll see a 10-run 5-inning contest in game number 2. Well outside to the left-handed hitter, 2-0. Banks scored 9 of their 11 runs in game number 1 in the first 2 innings. Fouled off the third base side. 2-1. Top of the fourth, 5-0 Banks. The pitch. Ball outside in the dirt, 3 balls and 1 strike. Adeline Stewart has come back from a couple of difficult positions in game number 2. Swung on and missed on a beautiful off-speed pitch over the right side of the plate. Count is full. Turns out of the way, strike 3 called, and Banks goes to the top of the 5th with a 5-run lead. Rainier still only 1 run through the first 10 innings of this doubleheader. We'll be back in just a moment.
Visit Main Street Pizza in Banks, located next to Jim's Market, for the best pizza in Washington County. From loaded hot baked subs to a Main Street special pizza piled high, we will satisfy your pizza cravings. We've been serving and supporting the Banks community since 1986. Open daily at 11 a.m. Call ahead now to place your order at 503-324-5858 or follow us on Facebook to see our daily lunch specials. Mention this radio ad and receive $2 off any Main Street pizza.
Actually, in year number 11, bottom of the fourth inning, I said before we went to break that we were headed to the top of the fifth. Wishful thinking. Very hot late April afternoon. Bottom of the fourth inning, Lillian Potter. First pitch well outside. Off the plate, nowhere near the catcher Guento. One 0. Started to show bunt, but pitch is well up high. 2-0 the count. Two 2-0. Natalie Potter, the hitter, outside, ball 3. I think the heat might be just getting to both teams a little bit. 3-0 to Lillian Potter, shows bunt and takes for a called strike. And line right to the first baseman, nearly dropped it out of her glove, but one out in the bottom of the fourth. Number 21, Michaela Prevost. First pitch taken for a high strike that drops late, 0-1. Goes bunt, ball dives out of the back of the batter's box, right side foul, 0-2. Amder turns on it, it's lifted foul and nearly making the catch against the fence. Rainier first baseman, Maddie Twitchell. Still 0-2, one out. Michaela Prevost, the hitter. The 0-2. Amder, it's going to bounce past the pitcher, throw to first. The underhand is in time for out number 2. Nicole Hudson has done a great job coming in the last 2 innings. Well, she didn't come in the last 2 innings. She started the game, but in the last 2 innings, shutting down the Braves offense. Back to the top of the order, Addie Kennedy. First pitch taken, strike 1. Here, one pitch. Swung on, and that's driven to the gap. That's going to get all the way to the fence. Addie Kennedy with a 2-out triple in the top of the 4th. Number 12, starting pitcher Adeline Stewart. Hearing some chants, help yourself, help yourself. Starting pitcher trying to tack on to her 5-run lead. This is going to be lifted to center field and caught for out number 3. 2-out triple from Addie Kennedy will go for naught. And after 4, Stillbanks 5 and Rainier nothing.
For more than 45 years, Housemaster has been offering residential and commercial inspection services with more than 200 locations across the U.S. and Canada. We've helped more than 3.5 million buyers and sellers make important real estate decisions. Housemaster of Southwest Portland helps local residents make the right choice when purchasing a residential or commercial property. Call Housemaster of Southwest Portland 971-245-2500 or visit their website housemaster.com/southwest-portland.
Transaction Transmission in the heart of Banks specializes in transmission repair, but they service all types of vehicle repairs and makes and models. 5-star reviews and quality workmanship you can trust. Owner Joey Tardio doesn't just repair vehicles, he eats, sleeps, and breathes all things auto-related as an auto racer March through October. Trust your vehicle to Transaction Transmission at the end of Sunset Avenue in the heart of Banks. Call 503-359-9141.
Top of the 5th, 5-0 Banks. First pitch fouled off into the top of the screen, straight back, 0-1. The 0-1 pitch. Strike 2 taken as she pulls the chin music act, 0-2. Strike 3 called for out number 1. Number 11, Maddie Sturm, designated player. First pitch fouled into the about 2/3 of the way up the right side of the screen, 0-1. Pitch is well outside, 1 ball and 1 strike. The 1-1 pitch. Just misses off the plate. 2-1. The 2-1 pitch. Jammed her, swung on, grounded to third. Phillips the issue with the throw to first. And it's in time for out number 2. Close play. Jocelyn Thomas with 2 outs. Bunt shown, taken for strike 1. It swung on and missed that time, 0-2. Adeline Stewart looking to end the top of the fifth inning. One more strike. Well outside, but still well ahead in the count, 1-2. Pitch, swung on, popped up. Making the catch. Addie Kennedy shading towards third, coming in right side of the mound or technically I should say left side of the mound. And after 4.5, still banks 5, Rainier nothing.
Proudly serving our neighbors in Washington County since 1946, LaHaye's is your destination for locally made Letterman's jackets, custom embroidery for business apparel or a unique gift, and scouting uniforms and supplies. LaHaye's is on the corner of 3rd and Main in historic downtown Hillsborough. Open Wednesday through Friday, 10 to 6, Saturday, 10 to 4, and anytime online at lahayes.com or call us at 503-648-2341.
Whether it's a steaming hot old-fashioned cup of joe or hot chocolate on a cold winter day, or an ice-cold Italian soda or iced coffee on a hot summer day, any time is a great time to stop by Scoggins Creek Coffee. With 2 locations in Gaston and Yamhill Carlton, their warm and friendly baristas will get you the delicious drink of your choice. Scoggins Creek Coffee, call 503-985-3483, 503-985-3483.
Bottom of the 5th. Leading off for the Braves, Sidney Phillips, third baseman. Pitch is well up off the plate, 1-0. Swung on and driven to left field for a leadoff single. Gets away from the left fielder under her glove, and Sidney Phillips aboard with the leadoff single and an error to reach second. Catcher number 9, Chloe Long. First pitch ripped to left between third and short. The play to the plate. Throw will be late. Throw to second will be late as well. And we'll also get into center field. And Chloe Long rounding third inside the park home run. 2 more runs make it 7-0 Banks in the bottom of the 5th. Nobody out. As we heard some chants about breaking it open, the bottom of the 5th, hoping to make it another 10-run victory. Time has been called by Rainier. Banks a 7-0 lead. 2 more runs in the bottom of the 5th. Still nobody out. And it appears we are ready to resume play. Seven nothing bottom of the 5th. Nobody out for the Braves, and the hitter, number 5, Maddie Turner, and she reaches first on a grounder to short that is Thrown low to first as it gets past the first baseman. Batting number 2, Brooklyn Robinson. Their first at bat in game number 2. First at bat in game number 2 for number 2, Brooklyn Robinson. Either went behind her or between her legs, and runner at second, 2-0 the count. Is grounded to third, throw to first is the only play, and there is one out, runner at third. Number 6, left fielder Natalie Potter. Pitch up and away, ball 1. The 1-0 shows bunt. Fouled off her body. 1-1. Outside, 2-1. Two balls, one strike. Lillian Potter, the hitter. Or Natalie Potter, the hitter, pitches inside. 3-1. One more miss here. That would put the potential game-ending batter at the plate. And pitches inside. Throw to first, not in time. Throw to third, not in time. Lillian Potter at the plate with one out and runners at the corners. The 1-0 shows bunt, brings it back. Called strike, 0-1. Bunt is caught by the catcher. Throw to third, not in time. 2 outs. First baseman number 37, Sawyer Peters. Runners at second and third, 2 outs. First at bat in game number 2 for number 37, Sawyer Peters. First pitch, chop left of third, 0-1. Plate may have slipped out of her hand or held on to it a little long, 1-1. is swung on, hammered to the ground. The throw to first, though, is clean this time from the shortstop. The Braves do get 2 more runs. And after 5, lead 7-0 over Rainier. We'll be back.
O'Leary Air is proudly offering Dakin Comfort Pro HVAC products. They've been serving the West Side and Greater Portland Metro since 2015. They pride themselves in getting the job done right, backed by a legacy of integrity, respect, and honesty. O'Leary Air offers competitive pricing on all their work. Give them a call today at 503-989-5251. That's 503-989-5251. Online at o'learyair.com. CCB number 239855.
I'm Jerry the Termite. My bug friends and I are scared for our lives because button-out pest solutions can kill us in our tracks. Locally owned and operated with more than a decade of experience, they also offer wildlife and rodent control as well. If you want to help to send me to that great big delicious 2x4 in the sky, contact Button-Out Pest Solutions 971-500-4111, email services at buggandoutpest.com or visit buggandoutpest.com.
We're back top of the 6th inning. Banks a 7-0 lead. Leading off, number 8, Nicole Hudson, starting pitcher in game 2 for Rainier. First pitch, strike called. The 0-1 waves at a pitch well outside. 2 strikes to Nicole Hudson. The 0-2 outside, 1 ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2 outside, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Trying to keep the ball away off the plate. Got her to chase one well outside for strike 2, but laid off the last 2 pitches. Come back inside and jams, swings and fouls it back. Still 2-2. Two from Stewart. Over her head, ball 3. Count is full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Both players, got to give them credit in this heat. We have seen a few errors, but nothing more than we would expect in any normal contest, and temperatures a good 20 degrees above average this afternoon as Hudson gets hit by the pitch on the 3-2 count. First baseman number 22, Maddie Twitchell, with a runner at first. No outs, top of the 6th. Rainier at the plate, 7-0 Banks. Pitch is blowing away, ball 1. Swings at a pitch dropping off the plate outside late. 1-1. Swung on and driven to left over Sidney Peters at third. Runners at first and second, nobody out for Rainier. Number 24, Kylie Altenheim, shortstop. Pitch turns out of the way. Wasn't that much inside, but it does miss for ball one. The 1-0 is a strike taken. 1 ball, 1 strike to Rainier shortstop for game number 2 at least, Kylie Altenheim. One swung on and caught by Chloe Long, who is now playing at second base. 1 out. Sawyer Peters now playing at first. First pitch. Again, Chloe Long making the catch at second. Now playing at second base for the Braves, number 9, Chloe Long. Coming in at first base, number 37, Sawyer Peters. And we're going to get a new hitter in the game for Rainier. Number 9, Remington Nation will bat, playing the flex position. First pitch swinging foul. First at bat in game number 2 for flex position, number 9, Remington Nation. Correction, not Remington Nation. 5, 9. Yes. Correction, the hitter is number 5, Brooklyn Haas, not number 9. Pitch is inside, 2-1. Outside, 3-1 the count. Three-one pitch. Strike 2 at the knees. Again, Adeline Stewart with a payoff pitch and runners at first and second for Rainier. They've scored 1 run in the almost 2 full games. Pitch is swung on and missed for strike 3, and Adeline Stewart again has held Rainier off the board through 5.5 at Banks High School. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Braves 7, Rainier nothing.
Banks Post newspaper is the official news provider of West Side's greatest hits. Listen hourly for West Side news from the Banks Post newsroom. Banks Post newspaper covers Banks, Manning, Buxton, Roy, and surrounding western Washington county communities. If you'd like more information on the Banks Post or want to pick up a copy, visit a local business today. You can also visit their website at bankspost.com or their Facebook page, Banks Post.
And we're back bottom of the sixth. Braves needing 3 to end it early. Addie Kennedy, leadoff hitter. Top of the order, leading off in the bottom of the sixth. First pitch from Hudson. Taken inside, ball one. The 1-0 up above the strike zone, 2-0 the count. Two-0 pitch, taken all the way for strike of the at-bat, 2-1. Two-one pitch. Tries to drive a pitch that's high out of the strike zone and making the nice catch. That time up against the fence, Matty Twitchell, first baseman. Nice catch in foul territory that time over the fence by Matty Twitchell. Starting pitcher number 12, Adeline Stewart. Well inside, and it's actually going to hit her foot. She'll be aboard with a one-out base runner after getting hit by the pitch. And Sydney Phillips at the plate with a one-out. Adeline Stewart, the runner at first. Nice to have another runner aboard and this game over with a blast to left. High out of the strike zone, ball one. One 0 taken outside, 2-0 throw back to first. They got her. 2 outs. Has had so many blowout victories this season. It almost seems that playing a full 7 innings is going extras. Pitches inside, ball 3. And that one's driven to left, and that will stay in the yard, but barely bounce up against the center of the fence and left. And Sydney Phillips trips over the back. Takes a minute as she bends at her knee. Can't believe what she just did, but she'll be aboard with a 2-out double to left. Right spot, just not quite enough on it, and nobody else aboard, so she is on base with a 2-out double. And number 9, Chloe Long, with a runner in scoring position. 2 outs in the bottom of the 6th and a 7-0 lead. First pitch swung on past the third baseman. That's going to score Sidney Phillips. Throw to the plate will not occur, and it's 8-0 Banks. Number 5, catcher Matty Turner. Pitch is lobbed to the plate, ball 1. One out of Matty Turner. Taken high, ball 2. Low and away, ball 1. Throw down to first, not there. Direction 3-1, the count. Gonna hit her in the side. Runners at first and second. And the potential game-ending run is at second base. With 2 outs in the bottom of the 6th for Brooklyn Robinson, her second plate appearance in game number 2. Outside, ball 1. Bounce to the plate, ball 2. Two O's ripped past the third baseman inside the bag, and rounding third, Chloe Long will score 9-0. The tag at the plate is in time, so the run at the plate will not count, I don't believe. The Braves do get one more run and are just 3 outs away from a full 7-inning victory. After 6, Banks 8. Rainier nothing.
The Army National Guard plays a vital role in your community. We're on the front lines supporting essential personnel, first responders, law enforcement, and medical professionals, delivering food, supplies, and medicine, keeping communities safe, making a difference. During emergencies, we're always ready, always there. Learn more about part-time service in the Army National Guard at nationalguard.com.
Sponsored by the Oregon Army National Guard, aired by the Oregon Association of Broadcasters and this station.
Top of the 7th, Braves needing just 3 outs to complete the shutout victory for Adeline Stewart. Leading off, number 14 for Rainier, Taylor Johns. Starting pitcher in game number 1. First pitch lifted to left and making the catch. Brooklyn Robinson in left field. Brooklyn Robinson now playing in left field for the Braves. Okay. I wasn't sure if that last run counted. Okay. Just up and away, ball one. Swung on, lifted to second. Roy Long comes over towards first to make the grab for out number two. So 2 pitches, 2 outs. And Rainier down to their final at bat. It's just outside, ball one. And we've been informed that that last run that we thought crossed the plate after the third out did in fact count. So the official score is 9-0 Banks. Pitches just foul at the last minute, just in front of the bag. 1-1 for the hitter number 11, Matty Sturm. Just outside, 2-1. Two balls, 1 strike, 2 outs, top of the 7th, 9-0 Banks. Banks head football coach and athletic director Cole Linehan back behind the left side of the Braves dugout, almost made the catch. 1-2 the count, or 2-2 the count. And swung on and missed, and Banks will get the full 7-inning, 9-0 victory in game number 2. Sweeping Rainier 11-1 in game number 1, and 9-0 in game number 2. Braves able to sweep the doubleheader without a couple of their key players, Brooklyn Robinson and Naomi Brown, away from the team. But Banks takes a pair from Rainier and sweeps the series after a 19-2 victory on the road on Tuesday. That'll do it for us. Our next broadcast will be tomorrow. First pitch at 4 o'clock with baseball hosting Westside Christian Tigard. We hope you've enjoyed today's broadcast. Thanks for sticking with us if you chose to do so. We know we had some technical issues with the heat the early part of the contest. A good 20 to 30 degrees upstairs compared to down at ground level. But Banks able to get pair of wins 11-1 and 9-0. Enjoy the rest of your Thursday night. Hope to have you joining us tomorrow for more Banks High School athletics as baseball hosts Westside Christian at 4 o'clock. Enjoy the rest of your Thursday night. Good night, and God bless.